I told you class was open because there's a lot for me to tell you before I even start, right? And the more you listen and the more you watch, the more you learn. Okay, now what type of wire nuts to get? What type of wire nuts to get? Here I've got a wire nut, and this wire nut happens to be one that I saved. It was all connected over there. You see this wire nut? This is the same one that they have before. Okay, those two have not come off yet. It's the same type of wire nut as this. These have not come off yet. Same type of wire nut, and you see they put electrical tape around them and everything. Okay, these wire nuts happen to be called a waterproof wire nut. See the little feelers here? When you put your wire in there, the theory has it makes it waterproof because you've got these feelers that prevent the water coming in. But I don't really agree with that, because when I looked at this, it was starting to get rusty in there, and the wires, see, some of it had broken off, and this was all black in there, and the end of the wires were rusted in here, so I have to cut those wires back a little bit, strip it back. And they call these waterproof wire nuts because I happen to have some here. See this? This one happens to say medium waterproof connectors. Now these are smaller, but you see how the end is, and how you can push it in, and there's feelers around it. They call that a waterproof wire nut. And see, I happen to have some bigger ones, and see, those bigger ones happen to be this same size. See, you see, that's what they call waterproof wire nut. Your wires get pushed in there, and then it's supposed to wrap around there. But you know, in some instances, you may have 3 wires going in there. Like here, see this one wire? See that one wire nut? Actually, there's 4, isn't there? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's because they went this way and they come up to here. Light fixtures onto it. The wire is connected onto it. There's 4 wires in there. When you take that wire nut off, 25 years from now, you tell me if it's waterproof. When it kind of looks like that, and it's all wet inside, and the ends are rusted. So the question is, which wire nuts to use? I was going to use these. I looked at this, and I just happen to have these. Mind you, I had them in my little container. I've got all kinds of stuff. Every time I do electrical, I've got this, and I have different things in there. See, I had some wire nuts. I just keep them in this little bag, different colors: white, red, yellow, orange. Here's some white ones. Here's some little gray ones in there. And I just keep them in that bag with all my extra little wires. Sometimes I have a little extra wire left, and I save that because then I can use that for pigtails and stuff. Okay, but these wire nuts, I looked at the store, just for a pack like that, $16 for that. Okay, $16. So the bigger ones cost more even. Okay, the question is, you need to decide, do you need to use those? And see, if I use these, that's probably not even big enough, especially when I go back to adding, if I got 4 wires. Now see here, you got 2 here, 2 going there, so that's going to be 6 wires. Okay, mind you, they're not that big, but could they fit in through here? Yeah, they could, and especially that one. Okay, but I don't even know if I'm going to do that, because this one here, like I said, was all wet inside. Plus, if you noticed, they wrapped electrical tape around them like that. Okay, and then they buried those. Those used to be dug down about 2 or 3 inches below the dirt line. Because I'm reworking this area here, I dug all this up to make sure the roots weren't coming from that tree into the grass. The roots weren't coming from this tree through the grass underneath here, and I had to, I kid you not, I worked on these right here 3 different times over the span of 3-4 years. And then I had to fix something in there. I just got done fixing something over there. These are always having to be repaired because of the roots from over here. Okay, so that's why this landscaping wire is exposed. It was dug down, and when it was dug down, they just laid these flat. They just laid these flat, and then they put dirt over the top of that. And you see where the electrical tape is? There's little voids right there. You think that's waterproof? Even when it goes through here, water could still get in there to a certain extent, and that's what they call a waterproof plug wire nut. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think for the sake of argument, I'm going to use some red wire nuts. And I've got some red wire nuts right here, and those are usually big enough, especially for those 3 wires. Get different types of red wire nuts, one with wings, one without wings. See? But they'll still work. And I happened to get these at the store when I was there, not necessarily so I can use them for this project, maybe these reds, but before I use those reds, I'm going to use my old reds over here. But when I was at the store, I got some extras, that way I can replenish and put some in here for next time I do some electrical. In fact, when I was at the store, I got some extra things for drip irrigation. These are 1/4-inch barbed connectors. These are the couplings I talk about, and hole plugs. Here's some hole plugs. Those happen to be 20 packs. See, 20. And then I even got some gloves. And see, this was a 10 pack of gloves. Look at this. 10 pack. And usually I'm always wearing gloves. Here I've been using these gloves lately, and eventually they're going to wear out. Okay. But when you go to the store, if you're not paying attention, you can buy these separate for $4 or $5, $6.99, or even more if you're not paying attention. Or you can buy some of these for $4 or $5 a piece if you're not paying attention. I always look if they got a 10 pack. And sometimes I bought these in 5 packs, 7 packs, 10 packs. And they just happen to have them 10 pack for like less than $12. That means each pair costs me $1.20. About $1.20 as opposed to $5.99, $6.99, or even more if you're not paying attention. Okay, so I got those at the store too. When I got all my other stuff, because I know I'm always gonna use that stuff. Okay, but I'm thinking I'm gonna use the red wire nuts, and probably not the ones with the tab, because I'm gonna wrap that with electrical tape, and it'll be easier to put electrical tape around that, right down tight to the wire, and I'm going to make them waterproof, basically just like these other ones that they supposedly call waterproof. I don't know why. Again, I don't know why they call them waterproof when stuff like this happens. Okay, I'm not even going to use those. I may save those for another time when I desperately need waterproof for something else, for high voltage wiring. Let's say this is low voltage wiring. Okay. So, of course, I've got my my electrical tape out here, and the only things I'm going to need out here is my wire strippers, my electrical cutters, my drywall knife. I always keep it disengaged. Don't get one that doesn't have disengaged. Because you can get one of these with the blade always out, where you can't adjust this in and out. I always get the in and out one. That way I always keep it in for safety. The only time I push that out is when I need it. Don't kid yourself, because lots of times I've seen people get cut by getting the other type. Okay, so that's pretty much all I'm going to need, and I'm going to use my red wire nuts, and I don't think I'm going to need any bigger than red. And red is basically the same as these, and you know, the only reason why I would need bigger ones is if I'm continuing one wire there to a light, then down, and then going across. You can see where there's going to be a bunch of wires, you know, 4 wires going into wire nut. But I could still get those 4 wires into a red wire nut, okay? And then I'll wrap it with electrical tape. And the thing that makes it more waterproof than not is when you get ready to set this down in the ground, instead of running them sideways, you might want to prop them up like that. You know what I mean? And put the dirt around it, because now everything is pushing away rather than wanting to come sideways in there. Does that make sense? It might take me a little bit longer to try to do that, but if I got everything tight, I could probably put them sideways too. It's low voltage wiring again. It's not that powerful, and these have been just like this for the last 25 years. Could this be a regular wire nut, the same, just like that for 25 years? Yeah. Could you put a little caulking right there if you were really concerned about it, and put a little caulking right in there and let it dry before you put it down? Yeah, you could, but I wouldn't go that far. Okay, so I'm going to use the red wire nuts, and that's pretty much it. Okay, I think I'm about ready to start installing these lights. Okay, what do you think?